Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. Today is one more day for Ukrainian army success on the front lines, and let's check out the satellite fire detection. You can see the intensity of the artillery fire near to the front lines gradually intensifying. Speaking about the success I mentioned, so basically we have the massive counterattack here on the south in Kherson area. It's not the Second World War type of the counterattack, but still we're taken a lot of ground from Russian occupiers, and here we also have the counterattack, which I would say is much more faster compared to the south. But first let's go to this area. So here we go, Kherson Oblast, or you may call it Kherson region, my friends. Just to remind you, this military map service gives delay for a couple of days, and that is done for purpose, just not to show Russian occupiers the exact position of our attacking or counterattacking forces on the front lines. In this region we have three of the main spots of Ukrainian successful counterattacks. One is near to Mykolaiv city over here, and basically our forces are attacking from the city itself. Also in the middle part of this region over here, where is the main vector, I consider it like that, of Ukrainian attack. And why is it important, this place in particular? Because Russia concentrated lots of their forces in this particular region, and if we take the road that goes from this position towards Novakhovka, we may count Russian forces into three main groups. First is here on the north, second is in the middle, and the third one, most important because it's near to Kherson, is between Mykolaiv and Kherson itself. And also we have our success on the north part of this region near to Vysokopilia. And let's go for the timeline, my friends. I just want to show you the difference that was today. It is today, my friends, and let's go back for a couple of the days. We have three of updates of this military map for today, and it was yesterday, and today we pushed them very hard in this place and also here as well. So, and today we took this part yesterday and today, my friends. So actually we took Novoznesensk village over here, and it's been confirmed by our officials and Russian occupiers that we were able to free this village. And it's a great success for Ukrainian army, because here in the gray areas we don't know whether we took this part of the land or not, because the fighting may ongoing there, but it's for sure that Russians left this village. As for fire detection, my friends, this is obviously connected to the frontline activity, so artillery fire. This is probably was a Russian ammunition depot, and here we have some of the artillery fire because it's very close to the front line, and also Russia was able to target our forces here and there, but they have more fire on their controlled territory than Ukraine has on its. And just to remind you the main vectors, so one from Mykolaiv, here we go to Novakhovka, and here we go towards our own forces. Basically we push Russians all across the front lines. They are in lack of supplies, and they're gonna perform the goodwill gesture, I think, in winter, I think December or maybe even November, who knows. But the focus says that Ukraine will free this territory from occupiers until the beginning of 2023. And now, my friends, let's go to Kharkiv region, where Ukrainian army has major success. Just look at this vast part of the territory. It's almost the size of the Kharkiv city itself. So it is the success of the Ukrainian counterattack just into 2 days. You see many of the towns and villages were not freed, I would say, according to our officials, but were freed according to Russian officials. Basically, I check out their Telegram groups, I check out their military, and they say everything is all right. If we lose Balakly, a city over here, everything will be fine, no worries. Actually, yes, no worries, Russians, you'll be out of Ukraine very, very soon. So just look at this territory, and for this advancement, let's check out the timeline. So it is this evening, this afternoon, this morning, and yesterday. Just imagine, I think it was just 1 day, yeah? 1 day, my friends, actually, a little bit more than 1 day. And we took this part of the land. Let's check out the distance. For one day we covered around 19 kilometers from the previous positions, my friends. It's awesome. And we also were able to free this part on the south near to Nova Husarivka, so we were able to free it for sure. And we already crossed the Seversky Donets river over here. Russia is really struggling with that river, but it seems like for Ukraine it's not a big issue. So far it's the fastest advancement of Ukrainian forces during this war, and Russians are running away. Ukrainian forces broke through two lines of defense that Russia put there. So first line was at the front line itself, and soldiers who were staying there are from the self-proclaimed republics of Donetsk and Lugansk, so they don't have the proper training. And the second line of defense was more stronger. It went through the river over here, but actually Ukrainian forces also were able to break through it because those were demoralized Russian soldiers there. They were not expecting this attack, and this situation shows that we deflected Russian attention, concentrated our forces mainly on the south and on the east, and they also concentrate their forces there. And Russians weakened this spot, and we used the proper time for the counterattack in this area. So my friends, we have enough resources for counterattack if we speak about the soldiers, but still we are in lack of weapons. Why Balakly is so important for Ukrainian forces? Actually, it's the kind of big city here in Kharkiv region, and if we take this city under our control, we may go directly to Vesela. It's really not far away, as you can see. We can reach this part with the same success maybe in 2 days or something, and in that case we may block Russian supplies for Izum because it's the main road for their supplies in this position, and Russia will lose it for sure in that case, because we also going on our counterattack in this area from the south northbound, so pushing from two directions and crossing the river of Seversky Donets. It's just a matter of time that Russia will be driven out from the Kharkiv region, I think for sure, because they mainly concentrate on the eastern part of Ukraine. It's the political goal to reach Donetsk border, this border, till I think the winter time for Russia. Well, it's the Putin dream to have Donbass under their control, but with the defense lines that we were able to build and the resources that Russia has, it's not possible for them to reach Donetsk Oblast in nearby future. I think never. And as for the Russian counterattack near to Horlivka over here, they were trying to reach Mayorska village. Actually, they got it under their control, but today our forces attack them and throw them away to their positions. So it's great, my friends, that Ukraine still has massive defense line on the eastern part of Ukraine. Russia was able to break through the front line in Pisky, but they were doing it so long that Ukraine was able to build more defense lines, and now Russia is struggling with it. My friends, before we continue with the news, let me tell you that you are awesome. You are the best audience on YouTube. You are not my subscribers or viewers. You are my friends. Stay awesome, and let's continue watching this video. Here we go. The chips are down. Putin scrambles for high-tech parts as his arsenal goes up in smoke. It means that Russian army is in lack of the modern chips for the military, and they will continue to use old-style Soviet ammunition and warfare. Yes, they still have lots of the military resources, and probably China may supply Russia with those chips. On the other hand, we have Ukraine that has much less weapons compared to Russia, but the weapons that we use is more modern, up-to-date, and delivered to Ukraine by our Western allies: Germany, United States, European countries, Canada, New Zealand, Australia. And yes, we're gonna use that against Russia, and I see that RST will be delivered to Ukraine. Now, some systems, HIMARS, those are brand new, and using this small resource in a smart way may bring more benefits for Ukraine on some of the areas of the front lines as you see it nowadays. We have a British intelligence report saying that basically we have three main fighting areas on the front lines. First one in Kharkiv, I showed you before, second in Kherson, and third one in Donbass. And basically Russian commanders face a dilemma or whether to deploy operational reserves to support or go on offensive operation on the eastern part of Ukraine. And they are in lack of coordination because the front line is very huge. And they present the map. Basically, we have Ukrainian counterattack in this area and Ukrainian counterattack here as well. But British intelligence just forgot maybe to put the blue vector in this area. And also Russia attacks basically on Donbass. Our chief general commander said that Russia may try to attack Kiev once again in 2023. As for me, my friends, I don't think they're gonna do it because for that kind of operation, they need at least 1 million soldiers. And basically, I don't see resources that Russia may use to attack Kiev. Well, maybe our chief general commander knows better. There is a great gas war ongoing between the European Union and Russia. As you know, Russia closed its pipeline, the Nord Stream 1. However, reopened it in a few days and now they put much less gas on it. And this is the move from European Union. They will fix the price of 50 euros per megawatt hour, which is 5 times less than they pay nowadays to Russia. Basically, they are saying to Russia, we're gonna pay you 5 times less for your gas or we don't need it. It is a best time for European Union to perform this gas counterattack on Russia because their gas storages are 80% full, I mean in Europe, and also they have alternate links with the United States, Norway, Azerbaijan, to provide gas for European Union. So basically, the required 20% of the gas will be added to their European storages. There will be no problems, no big problems for this winter. But obviously, yes, the price for the gas is rising up and you have to pay, if you live in the European Union, probably you have to pay more for it because obviously Russia supplies cheap gas, but with the cheap gas, comes the big problems as well for European countries. And here we have the Ukrainian soldier with the Ukrainian flag, and this is the name of Balakly. So Balakly city is not under Ukrainian control, I think, but actually we entered the city border, as you can see. The Russian soldier filmed on phone how they try to cross the Dnieper River in its narrow part, so we're gonna translate to you. Crossing the Dnieper River. Big river. In the most narrow part of it. It was shelled today, this particular part. I wish we would not be bombed here, I hope. So they're going here and he has the sniper rifle. So I think he's the sniper, the guy who is filming the stuff. They have lots of ammunition, as you can see. And they are on some kind of the track, maybe Kamaz or something. UAZ. We have the fuel. And I think it's kind of a sophisticated sniper rifle that they have. It's not the Dragunova rifle, I think so. God, please save us during the crossing of this river on this pontoon bridge. He shows the hole in the ground from the artillery fire, basically Ukrainian artillery. So this is the pontoon bridge, quite small one. They have a guy with white and red flag. Interesting. They tried to scream because they heard the explosions nearby. And here comes artillery fire. And this is the face of that Russian sniper cameraman who was filming that crossing of the Dnieper River, and unfortunately I cannot show you the full video, otherwise it will be censored by YouTube. So my friends, most of them got injured and some of them just didn't cross the river. Our officials finally confirmed that Saki airfield was attacked by Ukrainian forces. However, still we don't know what rockets were used or what was used to attack that airfield. Just to remind you, that is the result of that attack. Lots of the Russian fighter jets were lost and they tried to move out Russian airplanes from Crimea, but nowadays they put them back on because they need to cover Russian soldiers as well near to Kherson area, and kind of strange move from Russia anyways. Now we have more detailed satellite image from Kakhovsky Bridge in Kakhovsky Dam, and as you can see, no even a car can cross it over here, so completely useless bridge nowadays. My friends, I'll keep you updated on situation here in Ukraine, and now don't forget to press the like to this video, and also if you want to support this channel financially, there are always the links under the video description. You may support me on Patreon, PayPal or Donatella, whichever you like. If you support me, my friends, you are awesome. Thank you so much, and I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.